I'm Patrick Gabridge. I'm a playwright based in Boston, and I've been writing plays for a very long time. I wrote my first play in 1987 when I was a college student at MIT. I was back here, and I wrote a play set in the elevator, like many people do for their first plays. But it just happened to get produced by the theater company where, in my hometown, where I'd worked for many years as a stagehand and actor, and I was hooked. It was me, Tennessee Williams, and Elaine May were on the bill, and so that seemed pretty amazing to me. I was pretty excited. My next project in Boston is going to be a production of my newest full-length play, Lab Rats, by the Brown Box Theater. They're going to be producing it starting November 6th at the Atlantic Wharf. Tickets are actually free. And then they're touring it to the East Coast, Eastern Shore of Maryland. Lab Rats is a two-hander about a young woman, Mika, and a young man, Jake. He's black, she's white, and they happen to, it's a love story between the two of them. They both earn a very meager living as experimental test subjects in medical experiments. So it's kind of set here in Boston in kind of the medical area. And I've been thinking about writing this play for a very long time in various different forms, but I was just really interested in this notion of what does it mean to be in a relationship, or how do you make a relationship with somebody when maybe you're not always entirely yourself. So in this particular play, they're always under the influence of some drug or some test, or they have some side effects. So they're often not quite themselves, or they're not telling the truth about themselves. I was a lab rat when I was a little bit of a lab rat when I was in college. I definitely did some experiments for pay. Audiences are kind of, to me, they're super interesting for a playwright. One of the essential elements of any play production, right? You need the script, you need actors, and you need audience. I'm interested in knowing who audiences are and really understanding, I think, as a writer, how they respond to, what I'm giving them. But one of my big projects here in Boston has been helping start the New England New Play Alliance, which is basically a consortium of people who are interested in supporting and promoting new plays in our region. And we have three essential goals that we're trying to do. We're trying to foster more production of new plays in New England. We're trying to increase audiences for those plays, and we're trying to spread the word outside of New England about all the exciting work that's going on here. And this is a Stage Source project. The first thing we did was we started up a weekly new play newsletter with the goal of making sure that everybody who's really passionate about new plays doesn't have an excuse for not going because they don't know what's going on. And we just let people know what's going on, where it's happening, who's doing it, and also we give away some tickets every week, which is pretty exciting. Boston really is a new play town, a lot more than people realize. So part of our goal is to make people understand the exciting new work that's going on here, and that, wow, this is really a hub for new work. I have quite a few other projects besides Lab Rats coming up around the area. I've got a new novel that just came out, Steering to Freedom, about the Black Civil War hero Robert Smalls. Super excited about that. I've done a lot of historical plays over the years. This is my first historical novel. And then I've got a play coming up at the Old State House, Blood on the Snow, we're working on. That'll be a site-specific play about the day after the Boston Massacre. That'll be in May. My play Blinders is going to be produced by the Flat Earth Theater at the Arsenal Center in June. In December, I have a reading of my very newest full-length play, Chore Monkeys, coming up at the Wilbury Theater Group in Providence. Now I've got a short play, Beatrix Potter Must Die, will be produced by Arlington Friends of the Drama in November here in Boston. I feel lucky to be a part of this community, that's for sure.